Conversation about John Dillinger. And in studio with us, Joe Malello. He is a podcaster and a host of this Dillinger Project, former TV reporter here in Indianapolis, and Travis Thompson, John Dillinger's great nephew. So, Joe, tell us about the podcast.
Sure. Podcast is basically a layout for everybody to decide on their own. We're sick of...
What's the name?
Digging Up Dillinger.
Digging Up Dillinger.
It releases on Saturday at 12:01. The first 3 episodes will drop, and then from then on out, we'll release on Mondays. You got to have it on the drive to work. And we have the podcast, and then it's also going to be on YouTube as well under Digging Up Dillinger. But really, if you all want to follow us, the best way to do that is on our TikTok with Digging Up Dillinger on TikTok, because we have our link tree and everything from there.
How, doing a project like this, I would imagine there's been, and we've talked about them, a lot of roadblocks, right? Is the FBI in Crown Hill Cemetery, and I have nothing against Crown Hill. I have family that's buried there. My uncle, who's a Indiana State police officer, is buried there. But that's been the biggest one, right?
Travis can speak to this more. The roadblocks would include technical difficulties, elevators stopping when we need to go places. They would also include the FBI in this case with Crown Hill. The other side of there's you name it, we found it.
Yes. Now, Travis, you guys are also working with a retired FBI agent. What is his role in this whole process?
Well, he's been inspirational in going through all the FBI files. It's different than normal police report writing. So having him, and he's passionate about Dillinger anyway, so having him dig up stuff literally and put this out here for us to understand and for the public to understand, and kind of getting into the mindset of the FBI agent that would be tracking John. He's been the cornerstone of this project with all the FBI lure and helping us get through it.
And what's wild is, we were talking about this during the commercial break, it seems like everybody's got a Dillinger story. I was reading some of the comments that were on the live YouTube feed here. You guys were live on TikTok, and people were jumping in with their stories. My grandfather had a place on Washington Street. He knew Dillinger. Everybody seems like they've got one of those tales.
Yeah, and they keep coming, too. I mean,
and you have to sift through all those, don't you?
We will not be sifting through all of them. But if there are good leads, we're happy to follow them. We're looking forward to this dropping so that we're able to actually go into stuff like this and get more detail. Look, this is a very uniquely Hoosier story, and Hoosiers have uniquely Hoosier memories of their grandparents or relatives having some sort of influence from Dillinger. So, these are going to come out of the woodwork. We'll look into it.
Do you guys talk about a working theory as to what actually happened to your great uncle?
Yeah, we do.
You guys talk about that? Like, I heard somewhere he's living down in Florida somewhere like that or something like that.
Oh yeah, we've heard he escaped to California. I've had talking about everyone's got Dillinger stories. I've heard Dillinger stories from Mexico, Canada, Europe. So, I mean, the people everywhere.
It's like Broad Ripple stories with Nigel. I mean, it really is. It's the same thing.
But the investigative work and sifting through what's true and what's not, and what leads to follow and what leads to kind of just, leave on the back burner, that's got to be an arduous process.
We have a very specific task for the first, cached episodes here, and then we're going to let it kind of fly where we think it needs to go. A lot of it could be digging on the property or going after some more of the mystery of who he was or if he got away.
All right, we got about 30 seconds left. How can somebody help that's listening right now?
The number one thing is follow, comment, share, like normal social media stuff, but really we need to crowdfund this. We want to build up a community so impassioned about this that there is no question that you'd be willing to give $10 to have us try to go back and dig up John.
And the name of it is, and when does it drop again?
Digging Up Dillinger, John Dillinger's birthday, June 22nd, this Saturday at 12:01 a.m.
Yes.
Joe Malello, Travis Thompson.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. This has been a fascinating chat. Best of luck. And when you guys find some information out, come back.
Yeah, we'll give you a ticket when you're standing over his grave.
Thank you. Good stuff, guys. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hey, Hammer, you